श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरि ओम ओम सहनावतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ओम शांति शांति शांति. So yesterday we saw the differences, different sattvic, rajas and tamas with regards to the ahara, the food. And we saw the yajna, the oblation, the worship with respect to the sattvika people. Now he is continuing the yajna with respect to the rajasic and tamasic people. Abhisandhayatu phalam dambharthamapi chaiva yat ityate bharata-shrestha tam yajnam vidhi rajasam. Abhisandhayatu phalam दंभार्थम अपि च एत च एव यत इज्यते. हे भरतश्रेष्ठ तम यज्ञं विद्धि राजसम. अभिसंधायत फलम, expecting the results with attachment to the results. दंभार्थम अपि च एव, and also for the sake of a name. यद इज्यते, that whatever yaga you are performing, tam yajnam vidhi rajasam, understand that yajna to be rajasic yajna. Phalam kamyam swargadi abhisandhaya uddishya, nadu antakarana shuddhi. See, expecting the result. Oh, you also expected the result. You also wanted the purity of mind. We are not talking about the purity of mind. We are talking about the other results which are prescribed by the Vedas. The Vedas don't prescribe purity of mind as the result for the karmas. They have, for each karma, there is a specific results. Like Jyotishtoma Swargama Ejeta, like we saw yesterday, through the Jyotishtoma Yaga, you decide to gain the Swarga, etc. So, those Swarga, etc. are the results for each of these karmas. Etc. by etc. what do you mean? Like the Putra Kameshtya, Putra Kama Ejeta, if you desire a progeny, son, then perform the Putra Kameshti, etc. There are Kari Rishtya Ejeta. If you desire rain, perform the Kari Rishti Yaga, etc. There are so many other yagas giving different results, worldly results. So one who expects those results as for those karmas and not the purity of mind, that is the person we are talking about. Tu, there is a tu there. Abhisandhaya tu. Tu is a nitya prayoga vailakshanya suchanartha. Tu normally is itara vyavrityartha, to negate the, to differentiate it from the other. Other means the people who are doing sattvic karma, to differentiate people who are doing sattvic karma with a nitya karma. See, here also there are nitya karmas. These people also, Rajasic people also perform the nitya karmas. There is no result for the nitya karmas. That is what normal people think. But the Purvamimamasakas, they say nitya karma also has results. Wherever there is no result proclaimed by the Vedas, there for those karmas, you have to understand that those karmas give Swarga as the result. How? There is a Nyaya called Vishvajit Nyaya. A karma which says Vishvajito Ejeta, etc. So that karma, for that there is no result proclaimed. Swarga Kama Vishvajito Ejeta, it is not said. So while discussing about what is the result for that karma, finally they declare that for whichever karmas there is no result declared, Swarga is the result. So this person does not even want the Swarga of Nitya karmas also. That is the kind of person we are talking about. Dambho, Loke, because these are compulsory karmas. Nitya karmas are compulsory karmas. You have to do it. Like Aharar Sandhyam Upasita, perform the Sandhya Vandana karma, etc. every day. Or Agnihot, Yavat Jim Agnihotram Juyat, till you live, perform the fire oblation, etc. These are karmas which can be brought in this compulsory karmas. Dambha. What is Dambha? Loke dharmikatva kyapanam tadartham. For showing off, for showing the world that I am a dharmic person. That for that reason, if a person performs that karma, that is what we are referring here. Apicha eva iti vikalpa samuchayabhyam traividyam suchanartham. Apicha eva. With these words, he wants to understand, he wants to make us understand that there are three types. Totally, there are three types. Optionally two, and with connecting both one. What do you mean? Let us see that. Paralaukikam phalam abhisandhaya eva adambarthatvepi. Paralaukika phala anabhisandhane api dambartham eva iti vikalpena to. There is a choice. What is the choice? See, he desires the heaven, etc., but he is not performing it for the fame, for fame of being very dharmika. So that is one. He is performing for the sake of fame and not for the heaven. This is second option. Okay. Third option is there is not for both. That is not an option. So he says paralaukika phalartham api aihika laukika aihalohika dambhartham api iti samuchayana ekapaksha. So he is performing it for both the worldly fame and the results in the world, the worldly fame and the results of the other world, which is heaven. So not only for other worldly results, not for this worldly result. Only for this worldly result, not for the other worldly results. Both for this worldly and other worldly result. So these are the three types. एवं दृष्टादृष्ट फलाभिसन्धिना अंतःकरण शुद्धिम अनुद्दिश्य यद्युज्यते. So there are, see, in ahara vishaya also, with respect to the food also, we saw the sattvic and rasic differ. How do they differ? There is drishta and adrishtartha. The sattvic, the rasic and tamasic people. The rasic people only expect the results of this world, but they gain only the results of this world. But the tamasic people gain results of this and the other world also, which is paid. So that is what we saw there. Here he says, drishtadrishta phalabhisandhina antakarana shuddhim anuddishya. So these people, these rasic people, they perform the karmas only expecting the results of this world and the other world, without expecting the purity of heart, without desiring the purity of heart. Yaddijyate yatha shastram. They perform the karmas, but as prescribed in the shastras. Yo yajna anushtiyate. Whoever performs that kind of yajna, tam yajnam rajam vidhi hanaya. Understand that yajna to be rajasik. Why do you have to understand? To give it up. Hanaya, to give it up. Oha tyaga is the root word. Hey Bharata-sh iti yogyata suchanam. So you are capable of doing that. That's why I am telling you, to show that he says, hey Bharata-sh. Okay, now vidhihinam asashtannam mantrahinam adakshinam shraddha virahitam yajnam tamasam parichakshate. Vidhihinam asishta annam mantrahinam adakshinam shraddha virahitam yajnam tamasam parichakshate. This yajna, this kind of yajna is what is called as tamasic yajna. What is that? Vidhihinam, which is devoid of any Vedic rules. He is not following the Vedas. 2. Asishtanam. Srishta means to cook. He has not cooked the food to serve to the others. See, any karma, any Vedic karma requires as one part of it to feed the Brahmins, etc. So that is not done here. Third, mantrahinam. It is devoid of the proper recitation of mantra, the proper mantra and the proper recitation of mantra. Adakshinam. It is devoid of the donation. You have to give proper fixed donation for that karma. He is not doing that. Shraddha virahitam. Completely devoid of any shraddha. So these five. One, the karmas which does not have, which has these five, meaning they are all negative. So a karma which is having these five, that is what is, wait, we will see that in the Tika also. When we say the karma which has these five, like earlier in the earlier shloka, we said option A, option B and option C. Like that, there are many options here in this tamasic yajna. We will see that. Yatha Shastra Bodhita Vipuritam. What is Shastra Hinam, Vidhi Hinam? He is completely doing it in contradiction to the Shastra. He does not follow the Shastra even for a bit. Annadana Hinam. He is not providing any food for anyone. Swarato Varnatascha Mantra Hinam. Mantra which is devoid of a proper accent, proper ucharana, proper pronunciation, etc. No, the intonation should be proper. That is swara. Varnata means proper pronunciation. The pronunciation should be proper. Some people pronounce shashasa, there is no difference. Kaka gagha, there is no difference. So that is improper pronunciation. And wherever, whichever way you have to pronounce Agnimile, you have to pronounce it in that way. You cannot do Agnimile. It is not possible. So mantrahinam, that is mantrahina. Yachokta dakshinahinam. So if you don't provide the proper donation, the fixed fees, that is also not proper yajna. See, this fellow, he'll then this pandit comes to perform the yaga, they decide on particular fees, then they'll ask, after performing it, they'll say, this is enough, right? That fellow, he's already decided, we'd already decided upon something, so he cannot fight with him. Now, this is enough. I think this is enough. He'll fix it. Now, here he will fix, but with the doctor, there is no fix. Doctor says 500. 500 for what? There is no question asked. He gives 500, no tax, nothing, and he comes. So, if you don't pay this the people who perform the karma for you properly, you have to pay it to the doctor. So he says, Yacho Datha Dakshina Hinam. Then Ritvika Vidveshadina Shraddharaitam. Shraddharaitam. What is Shraddharaitam? You curse the pandits, you curse the people who are associated with the pandits who are performing the yaga, you curse the mantras, useless mantras, this, that, and all. All this, everywhere. So that is what is this mantra shraddha hinam. Tamasam yajnam parichakshate shishtaha. So the people who know about the Vedic rituals and Vedas, they say this is to be the tamasic yajna. Vidhihinatvad aihika visheshanaha panchavidha sarva visheshana samuchayena cha ekavidah iti shat. See, vidhihinatwadi. So vidhihina, asishtanna, etc. These are 5 types. Okay. So plus when you compile all this, when you group all this together, that is 6 types. So there are 6 types, not just 6 types. There are not just 6 types of tamasic jnana. Then he says, Dvi, Tri, Chatur, Vishesha, Samuchayena cha Bahvo Bhedaha. So, see, earlier in Rajasik, A, option D, combined option C. Where one exists, the other does not exist. The other exists, one does not exist, and both exist. This is the 3 possibilities for Rajasik. But here, the possibilities are innumerable. How? Shraddha Hinam plus Mantra Hinam. Mantra Hinam plus Ashishtannam plus Vidhihinam. Like that, the permutation and combination are too many. That is why he says Bahavaha. Countless. That is what should be understood here. Rasa yajne antakarana shuddhya bhavyapi phala utpadakam apurmasti yatha shastra anushthanat. Tamasetu ayatha shastra anushthanat na kimapi apurvamasti iti atishaya. See, the difference between the Rajasic Yaga and the Tamasic Yaga is at least he is doing something right, so he should have to get some result. No, we are not being so kind to him. The thing is, the Shastra is not being kind to him. The thing is, the Rajasic person, he though does not want the purity of mind, he wants the result. So he is performing the karmas properly, as prescribed by the Shastras for that result. But this Tamasic person, he does not have Shraddha, so he does not perform the karmas properly, so he will not gain the results of the karmas also. So for the Rajasic person, he has only problem here, which is spending the money and performing the karma sitting there. But for the Tamasic, he loses his money and his peace of mind here, and he loses his peace of mind there, because he is not going to go to heaven, he is going to hell. So he is going to have problems in both places. Ganapraptasya tapasah satvikadi bhedam kathitum. To show the sattvic etc. differences with respect to the tapas in that order. Wait. See, in the beginning we said ahara, yajna, tapas, right? Now ahara, yajna, tapas, and what is that fourth one? Panchadashabhihi, he said, right? Yajnam, danam. Danam is the fourth one. Okay. So, seventh shloka it said. Ahara, yajna, tapas, and danam. There are four. And he said there, Pancha Dashabhihi. We are going to, he is going to explain in 15 shlokas. How 15 shlokas? Let us say Sattva, Rajas, Tamas, 3. And Ahara, Tapas, Dana, Yajna, 4. 4 into 3, 12. Where is this 3 extra shlokas coming from? So for that, this is the answer. Sharira, Vachika, Manasa Bhedena Tasya Traividyamaha. The tapas is of 3 types. The tapas performed by the body sense organ complex. The tapas by the body. The tapas performed by the organ of speech. The tapas performed by the mind. So there are 3 types of tapas possible. So each one 3 shlokas. So 15 shlokas totally. Okay. So he says Tribihi, Traividyamaha Tribihi. He is going to explain it in 3 shlokas. Deva Dvija Guru Prajna Pujanam Shauchamarjavam Brahmacharyam Ahimsa Cha Shariram Tapa Uchyate Sharire Bhava iti Sharira. It is not just the physical body, it is also the doership, etc. That idea. Okay. Deva Dvija Guru Prajna Pujanam Shaucham Arjavam Brahmacharyam Ahimsa Cha Shariram Tapa Uchyate. What is the physical tapas, physical penance? Deva, Dvija, Guru, Prajna, Pujanam. Worshipping the deities, the gods, worshipping the twice born, the Brahmins, worshipping the Guru, worshipping the Prajna, the learned. Okay, so that is first. Then Shaucham, purity, physical purity. Then Arjavam, simplicity. Brahmacharyam, celibacy. Ahimsa. Celibacy is not the proper word for brahmacharya, but we'll accept it as celibacy. Okay? Ahimsa. Non-violence. These are Sharira tapas. Devaha. Who are Devas? Deva means Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, Surya, Agni, Durgadeha. She is giving a general idea of who the deities are we are talking about. So we have Brahma, we have Vishnu, we have Shiva, we have Surya, we have Agni, the fire, and we have this Durga, etc. deities, female deities, goddesses. Now, in Shadayatana Puja, normally what we do is we have this deity as the prime deity, and we use the other deities as the parivara deities, the surrounding deities. Like we have Shiva in the center, Vishnu, Brahmaji, not Brahmaji really, we don't bring in Brahmaji. That is why it is called as Panchayatana Puja, not Shadayatana Puja. Okay, so we have a Brahmaji, we have Shiva, we have Vishnu, we have Parvati, goddess, we have Surya, sun, and we have the Ganapati. So these are the 5 deities we worship. Okay. Dvijaha. Dvijaha means twice born. Twice born means Brahmin, Kshatriya, and Vaishya. 3. All the 3 should be worshipped. Is that, or is it something different? So he says Dvijotamaha Brahmana. By Dvija we say only the Dvijotama Brahmanas, the greatest among the twice born, which is the Brahmin. Why? Because in every place in Vedas, it is said Brahmano Nirvedam Ayat Nasti Kritakriten, etc. In all the places, the Brahmins are said to be the seekers of truth. The Brahmins are said to be the proper disciples. Why is that so? See, unlike the other religions, other philosophies, we don't accept once born, once die. That's all. No, we accept rebirth. So, and we accept the birth not according to the whims and fancies of the God, but according to our past karmas. Therefore, if we perform the proper karmas and we are born as Brahmin. Now, if you don't perform the proper karma, you may be born as Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, or anything else. So, there is an option of going up and coming down also. Now, if you are a Brahmin, what is the advantage of being a Brahmin? Brahmin, a birth of a Brahmin has a more of purity, mental purity. Chitta Shuddhi is more. So, and its association with Vedas are more. So, there is a possibility of gaining the self more with less difficulty, not more easily, with less difficulty. That is the advantage. So that is why everywhere it is said Brahmin. Okay. Now, Guravaha Pitrumatracharyaha. Who is Guru? Guru means a father, mother, the other Guru also. All of them are referred to as Guru. That is why Ashtavakra Gita, Ashtavakra says, the whole world is my Guru. Everyone comes here and teaches us something or other. Don't think anyone is useless in this world. Everyone who is associated with us teaches us. Maybe the price we pay for that teaching is a little too much, but they teach us. They teach us very clearly. Now, another thing, see, there was this Acharya, this Guru, Chandra Shekrendra Saraswati. He's called as Periv also. He was here. He was a pontiff of an ashram close by. So what happened is, it is accepted to be, by people who follow them, it is accepted to be a Shankaracharya Pita, one of the 5 Pitas. But people who accept only 4 Pitas, they say, no, this is a Upapita. This is a associated seat or sub-seat. Anyway, after his coronation, he went on a Digvijaya. He went on a tour throughout the country. So, he reached Kashi. In Kashi, the king was told by some people about this conflict, and they said, this person is not so important for you to invite him. So the king appointed someone, probably Malviya, and asked him to invite him. So Malviya took it as a blessing and he invited him into the city and all that. And he was given a place to stay and all that. And evening, a lecture was arranged. Though the king may not have come to the invitation, he should have to come for this lecture, right? Show of respect of sannyasi, for a sannyasi. So he came there. So this Acharya, he was a very young man then. So he proclaimed on the seat. Some people have doubt. In the beginning of the lecture itself, he said, some people have doubt whether I am Jagat Guru or not. Don't have any doubt. I am Jagat Guru. Then the king probably thought, see, I was right. This egotistical fellow, I didn't invite. This probably was the thinking running in the king's head. Immediately, this Acharya said, now, let us understand what Jagat Guru is. What the word Jagat Guru means. Jagatam Guruhu iti Jagat Guru. One who is the Guru for the world is Jagat Guru. Okay. And there is an alternative explanation for that also possible. Jagat Yasya Guruhu iti. The world which is Guru for whom? So, the world teaches me and I learn everything from this world, from everyone. Therefore, I am Jagat Guru. I am the proper person to be called Jagat Guru, he declared. the king got killed, destroyed that very moment. He said he asked for forgiveness, etc. That is the kind of thing. Jagat Guru. We should be Jagat Gurus. We should not be teaching the whole world, but we should learn, be ready to learn from the world. That is the idea. Okay. So, प्राज्ञः पंडिताः विदित वेद तत् उपकरणार्थाः प्राज्ञः प्रज्ञा यस्य अस्ति इति प्राज्ञा प्रज्ञा means knowledge prajna means the one who is knowledgeable that is the sense in the Vedantic usage, but here he is a person who is learned, who knows the Vedas and the karmas of the Vedas, so the learned one. Tesham pujanam, worshipping them means pranama shushrusadi yathashastra. So worshipping means not doing puja of them, etc. Like you do puja for the deities. Puja, worshipping them is saluting them or serving them as prescribed in the Shastras, helping them in whatever with whatever they need, etc. That kind of association, aiding them. I was referring to this word shushrusha. This is a very beautiful word, shushrusha. Shushrusha means serving them. But I find this one word to be a very beautiful tongue twister than red bulb, blue bulb, or red bulb, blue bulb. There is a tongue twister usage. Or she saw a seashell in the seashore. People ask others to chant this faster. Don't worry about that. Why trouble yourself with so many words? Shushrusha. Repeat this word shushrusha. Shushrusha, 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 shushrusha. Like that, you will be going on tongue twisting thing. Okay. Yatha shastram. Okay. Shaucham. Shaucham is a mrujjalabhyam. Sharira shodhanam. Shaucham, purity means with water, with mud, etc. Cleaning the body. See, in North India, you can see this among the sadhus, especially. They bring in Ganges sand for this particular reason. After using the washroom, etc., they wash it with the mud or sand or whatever. Okay, and if you go to a river, taking the sand of the river and applying it over the body and washing it through that and taking a dip is accepted to be a very pious bath. Then a dip in the river. Okay, like Ganges, etc. Now, Arjam means simplicity, means akautilyam. Bhavasham cham shuddhi shabdena manase tapasit akshiti. Akautilyam, not being crooked. That is what is Arjam means. This is what is going to be explained with the word bhava samshuddhi in the tapas meant for mind. Shariram tu Arjam Vita Pradishiddhayoho Ekarupa Pravruti Nivrutti Shalitam. See, the physical simplicity is whatever the karmas which are prescribed or prohibited in the Shastras, following it as it is, meaning accepting it or negating it. So, that is what is the physical penance, physical simplicity is. Brahmacharyam Nishiddha Maithuna Nivurtihi. Brahmacharyam, we normally say it as celibacy. But it is not pure celibacy. Absconding from the sex, etc. That is not what it is said here. It is said Nishiddha Maithuna Nivurtihi. Avoiding the prohibited sex. So there are different prohibitions, time limit, this, that, etc. So not in this time, not in this place, not in this situation, etc. So those should be avoided. That is what is said. That is why Krishna, I have said this earlier also. Krishna is accepted to be a brahmachari. He had so many wives. Was he not having life with them? No, that is not the point. And only a brahmachari can hold that disc which Krishna holds. You cannot even move without the brahmacharya. So those are the things which we need to understand. Ahimsa. Ahimsa means non-violence. What does that mean here? Shastriya pranipidana bhava. So, ahimsa paramo dharma, one of the tenets of Buddhism. It is taken from here. But the stupidity is they accept ahimsa, but they eat meat. But that is not what we are talking about. See, we don't say ahimsa everywhere, because see, we cannot say ahimsa as ahimsa itself. Why? Because they in the karmas like the pashu yaga, you have to cut a cattle. Now where can the ahimsa be there? So that is why he says shastriya ashastriya prani pidana bhava. So other than the prescribed places where the prani pidana, killing a cow or destroying a cow, etc., destroying some animal, etc., is prescribed. Other than that, other than the Vedi, the place where the karmas are performed, that is called as Vedi. Other than the place where the karmas are performed, outside of it, you should not be violent. That's the idea here. Okay. Chakarad asteya aparigraha api. So with the cha there, cha shariram, the cha asteyam, not stealing from others, aparigraham, not accumulating things. All those things should be accepted too. Shariram. Shariram means not just physical. Sharira pradhanehi kartradibhi sadhyam. Using the sharira, the doer, etc., who does whatever needs to be done, that is what is sharira. Not to kevalena sharina. Only the body cannot do anything without the doership, etc. So that is what he says. Pancha ete tasya hetavaiti hi vakshati. He is going to say these 5 are the reasons for that in the later shloka. Itham shariram tapa uchyate. This is what is called as sharira tapas. Okay. Now, anudvegakaram vakyam satyam priya hitam cha yat swadhyaya abhyasanam jaiva vangmayam tapa uchyate. Anudvegakaram vakyam satyam priya hitam cha yat swadhyaya abhyasanam cha eva vangmayam tapa uchyate. Anudvegakara vakyam. Udvega means making somebody angry, meaning pushing the right buttons to make them angry, touching their ego. So those words should not be used. Anudvegakaram vakyam, you should have to use words which are soothing, not hurting others. Satyam, and it should be truth also. Priyam, and just because you are saying the truth. Some people are so stupid, they say, I only spoke the truth. Just because you spoke the truth does not mean that you can hurt someone else. So priyam, it should be lovable also, hearable, desirable also. Hitam, just because you are asked to speak only beautiful words, good words, does not mean you can speak good words which are not productive, which are fruitless, meaning which are going to be a problem for the others. So hitam, it should be for their well-being also. Yat, and swadhyaya abhyasanam, and studying the Vedas, practicing the Vedas, that is what is called as a vangmayam tapa, the tapas, penance done through the organ of speech. Anudvegakaram na kasyat dukkakaram. Anudvegakaram means it is not a word or statement that hurts others. Satyam. Satyam means pramanamulam abaditartha. Satyam, what is truth? Truth which is associated with the Vedas. Pramana. These Vedas are the pramanas, means of right knowledge, right? So that which is associated with the means of right knowledge, or simply said, that which is not negated later. You say something, tomorrow you say something else, that cannot be Satya. So Satya is a Trikala Abadhyatam, that which is not negated in all 3 periods of time, that is Satya. Okay, Priyam. Priyam means Shrotu Tatkala Shruti Sukham. Priyam means that which brings in happiness for the listener for that very moment. Hitam Pariname Sukkaram. Hitam means in future it is something which is going to bring them well-being. See, nowadays, in earlier days when we were studying in school, the teachers used to beat us. Now, if the teacher beats us, then he is going to lose his job. And many of the teachers are not even fit for being a teacher nowadays. Neither do they know the subject, nor do they know the people, students, the people who are studying with them, from them. So they don't care about the students actually. Previously, the people used to, though they beat the students, they used to care about them. It is not a senseless beating. Now they take out the frustration of outside losses on the students. That is why all these rules have to be created. So that is not, see, if he doesn't get a beating at that very point when he is doing some mistake, he's not going to correct himself at any point of time. Like, just because you want to say something good does not mean that you say only things which, if it is said, if even a king, if for even for a king, if there is no one to pinpoint the wrong doings of the king, then he cannot be a proper king. So chakaraha visheshananam samuchayartha. The cha said there is to group all the adjectives which are given there. Anudvekaram, satyam, priyam, hitam, all that. Okay. Now, anudvekatvadi visheshana chatushtayena vishishtam natu ekenavi visheshena ninam. Means one should be endowed with all the four. Not even one can be given up as choice. All the four should be there. Okay. Yad vakyam yatha shanto bhava. That statement which has all the four, that is what is accepted as the penance of a organ of speech. Like what? Yatha, he is giving an example. Shanto bhava. Be quiet. Anudvekaram. It is not giving him sorrow. It is not giving him any pain. Hey Vatsa, oh dear, please be quiet. Swadhyayam yogam cha anutishta. Practice the Vedas and yoga. So it is a Satyam and it is Priya also. And not just that. Tatate Shreyo Bhavishyati. It will bring in good results for the future, in the future. So it is Hitam also. It is for their well-being also. So a statement which is endowed with all these four should be uttered. Tad Vangmayam Vachikam Tapaha Sharirat. That is what is called as Vangmaya Tapaha. That is the practice, that is the penance of organ of speech. Like the penance of the physical body is not just limited to the physical body, it is associated with the doership, etc. Here also we should have to understand. Swadhyaya abhyasanam cha yatha vidhi vedadhyayascha Vangmaya Tamuchyate. And studying the Vedas as prescribed is also a penance for the organ of speech. Evakaraha prag visheshana samuchaya avadharane vyakhyatavya. This eva there, cha eva, that eva should be understood to bring in all the adjectives which were said earlier. To stress upon it. See, earlier there was one cha which was used to group all them. Now this another cha eva should be used to say that only, yeah, you should definitely do that. There is no choice here. That is how you have to comment upon. Now, manah prasada saumyattam maunam atma vinigraha bhava samshuddhirityetat tapo manasamuchyate. Oh, Vangmaya, after that, manasam tapas. The mental penance. What is that? Manah prasada saumyattam maunam atma vinigraha bhava samshuddhi. Manah prasadam, having a peaceful mind. Saumyattam. Saumyattam means beautiful, simplicity, beautiful, or softness. Okay. Then maunam. Maunam means silence. Silence is a practice of a organ of speech, right? Now, mananat munihi. Muni bhavam maunam. So, because of the practice of the manana, nididhyasana, because of the practice of discrimination, because of the practice of inquiry, he is called as Muni. And that Muni is Mauna. That practice of Muni, the Muni which practices, that is Mauna. So, Maunam, Atma Vinigraha, controlling the mind, Bhava Samshuddhi, purity of the mind. This is what is called as a mental penance. Manasaha Prasadaha, Swachhata, the peacefulness of mind means the purity of mind. What kind of purity are you talking about? You are saying purity later also. This is Vishayachinta Vyakula Rahityam. So, not thinking about the worldly things is what is called as a peacefulness here. Okay? Saumyatam, Saumanasyam, Sarvaloka, Hitaishittam. Saumyatam means a beautiful mind. What is beautiful mind? Wishing well-being for the whole world, not just for you and your family and all that. Okay? Pratisiddha achintanam cha, and not thinking bad about others also. Maunam. That is what. That is why just the physical act is not the important act. Physical, vocal, the verbal, and the mental. All of them are given equal importance in Vedanta. It is, in fact, it is more than equal. Like you kill someone because of some anger. In sport, you just kill someone. Over. You didn't even think about it. So the samskara is not that strong. You'll be worrying about it for your whole life. But if you think about that, I have to kill that person I have to kill, I have to kill that person I have to kill. You create more and more thought impression and it becomes so strong. It is more dangerous than the physical act actually. Okay, so Pratijita Achintanam. Maunam. What is Maunam? That is why you have to be very careful of not thinking which is prohibited, not thinking about things which are prohibited. Maunam. Maunam means Muni Bhavaha. Ekagrataya Atmachintanam. What's Muni Bhava? Being a Muni means the state of Muni is thinking about the self, staying alone. Nishiddha Nididhyasanatam, Nididhyasanakyam. Practicing Nididhyasana is what is called as Maunam. Vakya Sanyamana Hetuhu Manasanyamaha Maunamiti Bhashya. In the Bhashya, but in the Bhashya it is said, see, for the organ of speech to be controlled, your mind should be controlled. So that is what is the peace of mind, the silence of mind is to control the organ of speech. So silence of mind is also prescribed. That is what Bhashya says. Atma Vinigraha. Atma Vinigraha means Atmanaha, Manasaha, Visheshena Sarvavritti Nigraha. Atma Vinigraha means yoga. What is yoga? Yoga Chittavritti Nirodha. Chittavritti Nirodha. Here he is talking about Visheshena Nirodha, Vinirodha. Meaning Nirodha Samadhi, Asamprajna Samadhi. He is talking about Nirodha Samadhi or Asamprajna Samadhi. So gaining the Asamprajna Samadhi is what is Atma Vinigraha, controlling the mind nicely, specially. Bhavasya Hridayasya Shuddhi Kamakrodha Lobhadi Mananivrittihi. See, the Bhava means Hridaya. The purity of mind is what is called as purity. Means purity from what? Purity from the lust, purity from the anger, purity from the greed, etc. These are impurities. So getting rid of them is a purity. Punaha Shuddhi उत्पादराहित्येन सम्यक्त्वेन विशिष्टाः सा भावशुद्धि. Meaning, see, it should not be like you clean from one side and the impurities come from the other side. No. You clean it in such a way that it doesn't sprout again, it doesn't come again, it doesn't impure your mind again, once for all. Paraihi saha vyavahara kale Mayarahityam sayati bhashyam. And Bhava Samshuddhi, according to the Bhashya, it says during the transaction with others, not lying, not cheating others. Not cheating others means the hypocrisy. Mayarahityam here is hypocrisy. Not being a hypocrite when you are transacting with others. Iti etat evam prakaram tapaha manasam uchyate. In this kind of penance is what is called as a mental penance. Okay, now each one of them, how to practice. If you are sattvic, if you are rajasic, and if you are tamasic, will be explained in the next 3 shlokas. We'll see this. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांति।